They should do something like that. Turn the light on, green light. Oh, the light is out, yeah, but you still have to turn it on. No, that should be it. Yes.
Is Judge Davenport here for the swearing?
I think the other judgment fails coming as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I just moved it so that we could get everyone on camera. You can watch the whole thing. I'm gonna start. I know, yeah. Well, it's 5. Just gotta try to get Gina up here.
There's Judge McPhail.
Good evening and welcome to the special meeting of the Glenville Town Board. We have a pretty packed room. I tell you, we haven't seen it this packed in about a year and a half, 2 years, so it's good to see. We have a few folks on our line with us. Hopefully they can hear us. If you can't hear us, please text me, but I believe they're family members. There's some folks we have here. We have a John Agostino, recognize the last name, and an N. Brino. Now, Nick Brino's in the room, so I don't know where that might be, but there's another gentleman by N. Brino on the line, so hopefully they can hear us just fine. We'll start, as you know, this is a special meeting, so we're going to waive a lot of the preliminaries. We'll start, though, however, if you rise with the invocation and pledge of allegiance. As become custom, every time we swear in a new police officer, we read the police officer's prayers or invocation. Please bow your heads. Lord, I ask for courage. Courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength. Strength of body to protect others and strength of spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication. Dedication to do my job and to do it well. Dedication to my community and to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for others who trust me and compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, always, through it all, always be at my side. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please call the roll.
Here.
Here, we only have 4 resolutions on tonight. I am going to just move the last one up because it's very quick and it will be much easier for us to do that now and get it out of the way so we could end right after the ceremonial swearing in. So the first resolution we'll take up is actually resolution number 7, which is accepting the proposal from Davie Resource Group for the lowest qualified bidder to create a tree inventory and community forest management plan. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. As I said, this is an award to Davies for a $20,000 urban forestry grant that we received in order to help us with our tree inventory and community forest management plan. This will be awarded to Davies in the amount of $21,310, with $20,000 being paid by New York State DEC Urban Forestry Grant and $1,310 coming from the town of Glenville. This proposal would allow us to award the bid to Davies, the lowest qualified proposed bid. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Yes.
Yes, resolution passes. So we'll go on to our resolutions here tonight. We have three we'll take up in order. We'll do the resolutions first and then the swearing in, if that's okay with everybody. So the easiest thing to do is resolution number 4, appointing Nicholas Brino to the position of police officer. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, due to the recent retirements which created 3 vacancies in the Glenville Police Department for the position of police officer, Nicholas M. Brino, who is a Saratoga County Sheriff's Deputy, holds the necessary qualifications for the position of police officer as mandated by the Schenectady County Civil Service Commission. Interviews were conducted by the Chief of Police and Lieutenant, and the Chief of Police and Lieutenant hereby do recommend that Nicholas Brino is a candidate to fill a vacant police officer position within the Glenville Police Department. Nicholas Brino would be considered a lateral transfer from the Saratoga County Sheriff's Department contingent upon the approval of the Schenectady County Civil Service Commission. Compensation and benefits for said officer will be as a police officer 3rd year as set forth in the contract between the town and the Glenville PBA. This resolution, should it pass, would approve the appointment of Nicholas Brino of Ballston Spa, New York to the position of police officer in the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of July 11th, 2021, contingent upon approval by the Schenectady County Civil Service Commission. Additionally, it would recognize his prior law enforcement experience, and the town would then use July 11th, 2019 as the effective date for the purposes of calculating longevity payments, leave time accruals, and insurance benefits. Lastly, the town clerk on behalf of this town board would be authorized and directed to notify said officer of the aforementioned appointment, which I think he already knows about because he is here.
Thank you. And thankfully, that's the longest resolution, so the other 2 won't be as long. Any other questions or comments?
I would just like to take a second and welcome Officer Brino to our Glenville Police Department. I'm the liaison for public safety for our town board, and I've had the pleasure and honor of working closely as a first responder, both in Saratoga County with the Saratoga County Sheriff's deputies, and additionally with many of our Glenville police officers. And you're coming to a fine department that has a level of camaraderie that's rarely seen, and I'm hoping you'll enjoy a very long and happy career here. You're welcome.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Nick and I, as well as Matthew and Thomas, had a chance to talk already, so I won't reiterate, but again, congratulations and welcome. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Yes.
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 5, appointing Matthew Radom and Thomas Mangino to the positions of police officer. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second? Moved and second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, again, due to recent retirements within the Glenville Police Department, 3 positions do exist for police officer. Who is Matthew? How do I say your last name, Matthew? Radom. Thank you. See my last name? That's why I ask. Matthew Radom of Riverside Avenue, Glenville, and Thomas Mangino of Jennifer Road, Glenville are on the current certified list for police officers from Schenectady County Civil Service. Interviews were conducted, and the recommendation is that both Matthew Radom and Thomas Mangino be selected as candidates to fill 2 open positions. Police Chief hereby concurs with the recommendations of the interview committee. Compensation and benefits for said officers is set forth in the contract between the town and the Glenville PBA. Should this resolution pass, it would hereby approve the appointments of Matthew Radom and Thomas Mangino to the position of police officer in the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of July 12th, 2021.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote. Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
I had something.
Go ahead.
He's so
Councilwoman
quick. I'm
Zabowski.
sorry. I just again wanted to extend welcome to both of you. I'm pleased to see newer members coming. The chief made a comment that he is among the older members of our department, and so you, along with Officer Brino, will now start to help build the foundation up for the department going forward. And I'm glad to have you here. So welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Are there any other comments or questions? Same ditto.
Same ditto. I know.
Congratulations. Please record the vote.
Yes.
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 6, appointing Mark Agostino to the position of sergeant. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second? Moved and second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, a vacancy will exist within the police department for the position of sergeant after the retirement of Sergeant Brendan Galooly on July 12, 2021. Officer Mark Agostino placed in the top 3 positions on the current certified sergeant list from Schenectady County Civil Service. Following interviews of the top 3 candidates by police officials, Stephen Janik, Chief of Police, hereby does recommend that Officer Mark Agostino be promoted to the position of sergeant. This resolution, should it pass, would appoint Officer Mark Agostino to the vacant civil service position of sergeant within the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of July 13th, 2021. The compensation for Sergeant Mark Agostino is set forth in the current PBA collective bargaining agreement for a police sergeant.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments?
Congratulations, Mark. This is well deserved. Very proud of you.
Anything else? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Yes.
Yes, resolution passes. Congratulations. Give them all a round of applause. In just a moment, I'll be swearing each of you in. You'll all have an opportunity to address the audience if you'd like to say any words at all. I know Mark's got a long speech planned, so we're looking forward to that one. But before we do that, I do ask Chief Janik if you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First of all, I want to thank the town board for obviously voting on the resolutions tonight, for your continued support of the police department to bring us back up to the levels that we had late last year. Some of these retirements that we've been experiencing weren't necessarily expected, but also, on the other hand, I don't blame them for wanting to explore other endeavors in their careers. And I do want to take a moment to congratulate Brendan Galooly on a successful 20-year career with the Glenville Police Department. Brendan, you are a book of knowledge. You've been a great asset to this department. We appreciate your service. I think Mark's got a large set of shoes to fill. You're always welcome to come back at any time. The conference table will be open for lunch. We won't change the code on you right away. If we do change the code, just don't tell Trixie. Congratulations. Just a couple words about our candidates, and what I would also like to say is that this experience of going onto the civil service list, the Schenectady County Civil Service list, was again an interesting adventure for us. We obviously went with the town candidates for the town of Glenville list. I put out 9 interest letters to solicit candidates on the list. We received 2 responses. So that just goes to show you the interest in law enforcement today, I think, on a larger perspective. Luckily enough, the 2 candidates that did respond to our interest letter were Matt Radom and Thomas Mangino. What I have to say about these 2 gentlemen is that their interviews were exemplary. These are 2 good, family-oriented men who really, really wanted to be with this department. What I can say about Matt is you put a lot of work in for a long time now. I'm proud of the work you've done. Matt was an intern with us several years ago. He's always been interested in this department. We've worked closely with him at a former employment at Hannaford. And I think that just his interview alone and his interest in this department absolutely guaranteed that he would be a good fit here. So I want to congratulate you for the job you did in your interview and the successful background check that we had to do as well. These background checks are extensive. They had to pass a polygraph, they have to pass a psychological, a physical, so it's not easy. Matt actually drove out to Syracuse to take the polygraph, so never blinked an eye at that, so thank you for that. On the other hand, Thomas, what a great interview as well. The one thing that I take into consideration when I interview candidates for the position of police officer is one of the normal questions I ask is, how long have you wanted to do this? You know, is it something that's been in your blood, something that you always wanted to be? You know, what's your interest? And he said, I got to be honest with you, sir, that's all I've ever wanted to do. So to hear that reminds me of how I used to be when I was younger and the thoughts that I had of becoming a police officer. And I hope for your sake that desire stays with you for your entire career. and I'll see how you feel in 31 years about the position then. But good luck. It was a great interview. Congratulations. I'm really happy to have you guys on board. For Matt or for Nick. Nick was is almost 3-year police officer with the Saratoga County Sheriff's Department. We just hired Officer Zapone from the Saratoga County Sheriff's Department. As you all know, I was a deputy with the Sheriff's Department, along with Deputy Bill Marchuka with the Sheriff's Department for 7 years before we came here to the Glenville Police Department. And I have to say that the training, the amount of professionalism, the character that comes out of that department is second to none. So we're very happy to have Nick here with us. He's an absolute sure fit for this department. Seems like a good Burnt Hills boy to get on the job here, and we'll appreciate his service here with the community, and I'm sure it'll be top notch. So congratulations and thanks for coming aboard. A couple people that are here in the room today. Matt Radon brought along his mom, Mary, his dad, Jeff, his brother, Ben. Am I missing anybody now? No? Okay. Nick brought along tonight his mom, Marcia, his dad, Chris, his sister, Abby, and his girlfriend, Mallory. Did I get that right? Okay. And Tom brought tonight his fiance, Bobby Joe, his mom, Eileen, his dad, Michael, his sister, Kayla, his sister, Alicia, his aunt, Kathleen, his grandfather, Louis, and his friend, Zach. I think we might be over the limitation on the not sure, but if Cuomo finds out about this, we're in trouble, guys. No pictures. No pictures. Must be on Facebook later or something, and I'm going to answer a lot of questions. Did I miss anybody? Did I fail? No? I did okay with that? All right. So if we can have them stand up, I'll get to you, Mark, in a second. But if we can all come up here to be sworn in, please, guys. Okay.
So, as I explained earlier, because of the camera and the way folks can see it at home, we have to pretty much stand in the spot. Before we start, though, I do want to say on behalf of the board, also thank you all of you for we know, I can say on behalf of the board, we know this is a difficult job. We know it's not easy. We know it's getting harder and harder. The chief and I have had an opportunity to work closely together this year on a reform committee, police reform committee. We spent a lot of time writing a report together. We know the challenges we face. But I do want to say on behalf of the town board, I'm glad that you chose to be here in Glenville, because Glenville will always have your back, will always support you, and we appreciate everything that all of you do every single day. So just want to let you know going into it, we're here for you, we're going to stand behind you, and we welcome you. With that, I'm just going to take you in order of how it's to do it on my sheet. We'll take Nicholas first. If I could have the sheet, and if I can have anything you wish up here. You can say whatever you want.
We've got an important item on its way up here for Nick, though. His badge. It's on its way. So it'll be up here in a second.
So that we have installed his badge. So why don't we have do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States, and the Constitution and the laws of the state of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of police officer for the Glenville Police Department, according to the best of my ability. So, congratulations.
That's literally the first.
What are his favorite songs?
I'll be very brief. I just want to thank Tom Glenville, Supervisor Hesse, GPN, Lieutenant White, for helping us the whole time. For the opportunity to come here, it's honestly been really thrilled. I wanted to work here since I was younger. Being in Fairfield County, but really close to Glenville, just really like that.
I, Matthew Ray, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States. And the Constitution and the laws of the state of New York. And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office. According to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
You may have done this before.
Once or twice.
You have to be referring that last. I, Thomas Angino, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States. And the Constitution and laws of the state of New York. And I will faithfully discharge the duties of police officer. For the Glenville Police Department. According to the best of my ability. Congratulations and welcome.
So I didn't prepare a speech, but I do want to thank everybody again for being here, the chief and all staff here. My friend just gave me a little excerpt from what happened in the past. I've wanted to be a police officer my whole life, and back when we were probably 8 years old, we were riding around on York Road, right off Route 50, and we're wearing a helmet, so we got free ice cream. And ever since then, it's been a goal of mine, so I'm really happy to be here, and I want to thank everybody for coming.
The next swearing in will be of Mark Agostino. If I could just say a few words about Mark. Mark, I want to congratulate you for your promotion to the position of sergeant. I know that this is something that we've talked about for many years now. I think that now is definitely the best time. Mark is one of the police officers in this department that never says no to anything that I need him to do. Mark has been one of our top accident investigators for a long time. He also has been one of our officers that I look for to take care of our breathalyzer equipment, our data master equipment. He's the officer that goes over, changes the solutions. He's also been instrumental in our car seat program and never says no to a car seat inspection and installation. So the amount of public relations that Mark does for the police department is extremely evident in the work that he does, and also it's very appreciated by the community. So when this opportunity came up, and again, congratulations to Brendan. When Brendan announced his retirement and we had good candidates on the list, I knew that it was definitely time for Mark. I appreciate your service, Mark. We've known each other for a long time. I hope that this new adventure in your career is successful. I know that it will be. You are one of the smartest people I know, and I'm very happy for you. Mark, if you want to step up. Mark is here today with his wife, Stacy, his daughters, Carrington and Chloe, his dad, Jim Agostino. I'm sorry, his brother, Jim Agostino, and is Sarah here? Is Sarah here? Sarah's here with the baby. I think, Mark, are they on Zoom? The parents are on Zoom? Okay. Hi, guys, if you can hear me on Zoom.
All right, so we're about to adjourn any second. This was difficult for some of our board members because this is a different time than usual and we didn't have a planned meeting. So Councilman Martin couldn't be here and Councilman Galuski was running a little bit late. But before we adjourn, Councilman, I think, has a few words to say.
Yes, I apologize. I'm an attorney by trade, and court ran a little bit late today, and I do apologize. I just wanted to congratulate everybody on their promotion and also on their acceptance to start the academy. This is a good thing for the town of Glenville, obviously. to move to ensure appropriate staffing with our police department. And I'm sure Chief Janik made some great decisions in the process. So congratulations, and I hope you guys are going to celebrate a little bit. So thank you.
Thank you. So our work has concluded here tonight, so I will take a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Congratulations. Thank you.